Welcome everyone. Today we are going to explore how the choices teachers make in the classroom affect student learning. Often, two teachers teach the same lesson but get very different results. The difference is not the textbook, it is the pedagogy. Let's understand how thoughtful teaching decisions can improve learning outcomes. Foundations of pedagogical choices. This session is about the foundations of pedagogical choices, how teachers decide what method to use while teaching. Should we explain, demonstrate, ask questions, or give an activity? These choices shape how students think and learn. By understanding these foundations, we can plan lessons more effectively. Training outcomes. By the end of this session, you will be able to identify learning outcomes clearly: recall, understanding, and application. You will learn to choose pedagogy based on lesson purpose, match pedagogy to learners and classroom context, and reflect on your own teaching practices. These skills help us teach intentionally instead of habitually. Impact of good pedagogy. When pedagogy is effective, students understand concepts better. They participate more actively in class. And misconceptions reduce, which improves learning outcomes. Good pedagogy is not about doing more work, it is about doing the right work. What is a pedagogical choice? A pedagogical choice is simply the decision a teacher makes while teaching. Should I explain or demonstrate? Should students work individually or in groups? Should I start with questions or practice? These decisions happen every lesson, and they shape how students learn. Examples of pedagogical choices. This slide shows common teaching decisions: lecture, group work, activity, or practice. Good teachers select methods based on learners, lesson goals, and classroom realities. Teaching is not one fixed method, it is thoughtful decision-making. Factors that guide pedagogical choices. 4 key factors guide pedagogical choices: age and grade level, learning outcomes, teaching learning intent, and classroom environment or resources. When teachers consider these factors, lessons become more effective and relevant for students. Learning outcomes guide pedagogy. This table shows how pedagogy depends on learning outcomes. For recall, quizzes or repetition help. For understanding, discussion or concept maps are useful. For application, activities or problem-solving work best. First decide what students should learn, then decide how to teach. Pedagogy based on age, grade, subject. Pedagogy must change with age, grade level, and subject. Younger students need concrete examples and visuals. Older students can handle abstract reasoning and discussion. Matching teaching method with learner level improves understanding. Classroom environment. Classroom realities also affect pedagogy. Class size, time available, and materials influence how we teach. For example, in large classes we may use group work. With limited time, quick quizzes help. Practical pedagogy considers real classroom conditions. 5-question pedagogical choice tool. Before planning a lesson, ask 5 questions. Who are my learners? What is the learning outcome? What resources do I have? What is the nature of the topic? What is my teaching intent? These questions help teachers plan more purposeful lessons. Nature of subject. Different subjects need different pedagogy. Social science may use storytelling or role play. Science may need experiments. Mathematics often requires practice and problem solving. Matching method to subject improves understanding. Teaching learning intent. Think about your intent. Do you want students to collaborate, explore, or discuss. If the intent is collaboration, use group activities. If exploration, give observation tasks. If discussion, use debates. The method must match the learning intent. Same subject, different pedagogy. The same subject can be taught in different ways depending on learner level. Teaching methods must adapt. When pedagogy matches students' needs, learning becomes easier and more meaningful. Example, nutrition. This slide shows how nutrition can be taught differently in grade 3 and grade 6. Younger students sort food groups. Older students analyze nutrient functions. Same topic, different thinking level. Example, mathematics. In mathematics, grade 1 students use concrete objects and visuals. Grade 6 students solve abstract problems. Learning moves from concrete to abstract, and pedagogy must support this progression. Example, science. In science, younger students observe and classify. Older students investigate and analyze experiments. Teaching methods must grow with students' thinking ability. Example, social science. In social science, younger students learn through storytelling and role play. Older students analyze maps and historical events. Different pedagogy helps deeper understanding. Reflection time. Let's reflect. What is one pedagogy you will try this week? One change you will make in your lesson? One group of students you will focus on? Real improvement starts with small intentional changes in our teaching.